Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new chapter and another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. So we've just finished chapter 3 and now we're moving into chapter 4, which, I can't lie to you guys, is pretty boring. We're going to watch a bunch of cutscenes to start the chapter, and we're going to be watching cutscenes throughout the chapter. So this isn't that great.
We tried tossing a
in terms of like commentary and gameplay, there isn't going to be much. So I think at least for this episode in particular, there isn't really going to be an awful lot of commentary or discussing, you know, what to unlock. You just literally have to go through the cutscenes and just talk to particular people and don't miss any
Why didn't you tell us?
cutscenes that are there. But we are learning some information from Shinra.
What Shinra said surprised me.
So Len is
only
the girl who
So there
wore the
really was a
songstress dress
connection.
here. And
Okay. So the
Shuyin
reason
was calling
Shuyin keeps calling
Yuna
Yuna
because she was
Len
wearing the
is...
songstress dress at the
Because
time.
of that dress sphere?
But are there
can't
deeper
really say for
connections
sure.
between these two characters? We're going to have to wait and see. But speaking of connections, we're after learning that Paine,
Nuge and Gipple
well,
are
it's kind
already
of a hint
planning
at
something.
if you're paying attention
Let
to
them
like
deal
the
with it for now.
cutscenes in earlier chapters. But Paine, Gipple, Nuge, and Barreleye are all connected in some way, shape, or form. Given that all the spheres we've been collecting from the Crimson Squad seem to be connected to those three, we're going to basically learn more about Paine now in a little moment. So, like at the start of any new chapter, we're going to have to rest in the airship.
Yeah? You met
This is going to
Shuyin,
be
right?
particularly
Was
important
anything like
since
you know
we don't
who?
actually leave for the airship.
Not really. Just his face.
Bar 2 mandatory missions, and then it's the chapter over. So we have to spend an awful lot of time here on the airship doing Comsphere viewings for percentages. And we give you like a little tutorial now to kind of progress the story along. And what's also a bit of a stickler is that if you didn't go to certain places in chapter 3, you won't have Comspheres to check, and therefore potentially missing out on important cutscenes later on. So, you know, the missing percentage problem only snowballs the less things you do in
gave
every
me
chapter,
these.
because everything is, like Yuna was saying, interconnected. But the two boys in the mysterious flower glade that we were
They say
speaking to
anything?
Shuyin
No.
gave us two spheres, two crimson
I see.
spheres specifically, from Gipple and Nuge to give to Paine.
They're old friends.
So we've done that, and now
The three of
we're
them
going
were
to have to go
candidates
watch
for the
them in
Crimson
the
Squad.
treasure sphere menu.
And I was the
But we're going to get to learn a little bit more about Paine, which is
created
nice.
the squad and started training members 2 years ago.
I'm
It
going
was
to
supposed
hush
be an
for a little
elite
bit
fighting force.
until this scene is
The
over.
best were to be assigned leadership of Crusader chapters across Spira. But the squad was destroyed before that happened. Most of the candidates died. An accident. The 4 of us were separated then. Things happened. I don't get it. I was there. I saw everything. But still, I don't know why it happened that way, even now. So I went to look for some answers. You became a sphere hunter. I always did want to fly on this thing anyway.
What you talking about? Or is it another one of those secrets? That's all right. I didn't want to know anyway.
Too bad. And I was just about to tell you.
Really?
Too late now.
We Pimo.
We used to laugh like this once. The 4 of us. I've been chasing my past for so long. Sometimes getting it back is all I can think about. Other times, I just want to forget. What about you? Shuyin isn't who you thought, is he?
No.
Maybe we should both let go of our past and focus more on what's to come.
You're not leaving the Gull Wings.
Always a possibility.
So many things seem intertwined, but nothing leads to you. Why be a sphere hunter if what I'm hunting for can never be found?
So, Paine brings up a good point. It's like, do you have to keep on searching for your past, or should you just, you know, live in the moment? So it can be really easy to forget, but you're going to have to rest in this chapter, and it will finally all come to fruition in the next chapter, chapter 5. Hard to believe we're like saying the next chapter is the final chapter. But I'm hoping to kind of blitz these next couple of episodes out in relatively rapid succession. Like I might do 2 of the Comsphere episodes in one evening, just to get them out of the way, because they're kind of like, they're just watching cutscenes and nothing particularly exciting happens in them. We are now 4 out of 5 chapters having a nap in the bar. And now we are going to begin the beginning of a very long series of cutscenes with Shinra and the Comspheres. But there is a real risk that, like, if Shuyin isn't Tidus, Yuna might just stop being with the Gullwings. But after another little cheeky bit of Albed from Paine, showing that she's fluent in Albed, we get another Albed primer.
I am having a good time.
And I will chat to you guys once this cutscene is over.
What about Yuna? Think she'll quit?
Offline Kahoot!
Yet fru you gat we, Yenret.
What?
Yuna!
I hate to interrupt, but Spear is falling apart with its leaders missing. Check the Comspheres and see.
So, we're going to just talk to Shinra. We're going to look at those particular Comspheres, and I will chat to you after the spheres are done playing. But you need to be watching these for 100% completion. So, go down and find Crimson Record 2.
Ammo! I'm out!
This is it.
Don't give up!
Me? Now what?
After you.
Scared?
Bang!
How dare you?
Nuge, word has it, you're searching for a place to die.
You serious? It's harder than it sounds. Raka Newik.
You were ready to give up back there, ready to die.
Very perceptive. You'll be a legend among recorders.
You're a legend yourself. The Crusaders won't soon forget Nuge the Undying. So why?
It's my life to throw away.
Nuge!
Hey!
And now that we've watched Crimson number 2, it's time to look at Crimson
What do you make of this
number
Operation
3.
Mihen?
With a weapon like that, it's gotta work, right?
It's that powerful? A machina that can topple sin. Wow, that's a little scary.
Machina this, machina that. There's nothing to worry about if you use them right. So, once we get Sin, the calm will come. Got anything exciting planned?
Hadn't really thought about it.
It sounds dull.
First, he wants to drop dead, and now he's looking for excitement.
Guess we better think of something fun to keep Nuge entertained, huh?
Brats.
Why don't you join us?
Want to check the Comspheres?
So now, with 61% completed, we just get a little tutorial on the Comspheres. We're going to have to look at Comspheres in Besaid once, in Kilika once, in Mushroom Rock Road once,
Well, not too
and
bad.
Baval once.
How are things in Besaid?
To speak with Waka,
It's okay.
Donna,
It's been pretty quiet,
Yaibo,
huh? No
and
morphines in the
Maroda.
temple.
Really?
What's really
That's
important
what
with these
Beckman says
particular
that he
scenes
patrols
is that
the
you
place
do not
every
hit
day.
done. So you'll
He's a
see done
dedicated
there
man.
is the letter Z.
Yeah, but he's
Do
gonna
not
be
hit
leaving the island
done
pretty soon.
while these scenes
League's
are
having
playing.
some
Wait
trouble or
for
something,
all the
so they
characters'
call him back to
dialogue to be
headquarters.
finished. Even
On top
then,
of that,
wait a couple
word
more
around here
seconds,
is
let the
that
music
the
kind of
place
play,
is
maybe a
gone
little bit of a loop.
Not sure what it all
Um,
means, but things don't look
And then
good,
you
yeah?
can leave the scene. But
Yeah,
if you leave
it's a bit
these
crazy
particular
all over.
scenes early,
Listen,
like
I don't
there are
know
certain
about the
other
rest of
scenes that don't
Spira,
really do
but
anything.
Besaid's in good
So
shape.
I will highlight them
I
in
got this
later
place
videos as
covered.
like you go in X number of times,
that or
you
Lou
go
will
in and
let me
out
have it,
relatively
you know what I'm
quickly just to
saying?
spawn the scene
Thanks,
that is
Waka.
important. But like with that scene there, there's like a moment of like absolute quiet where Waka like walks around for a bit and then continues speaking. So just like I'm doing here, wait a couple of seconds, make sure there's nothing else, and then leave with Zed. But you're going to have to speak to Donna in Kilika, Yibel in Mushroom Rock Road, and Maroda in Baval. So in Baval particularly, he might take a while to like saunter up and have his conversation, so do not leave until you've like spoken to Maroda.
Well, that's Kilika Port for you. From the moment Nuge disappeared, everyone's been running around in circles. Just look at them. No one knows what to do without someone barking orders at them. They've already started looking for a new leader. In fact, they even asked me. Figured a former summoner would make a perfect leader for the town.
Why don't you?
Too busy looking after myself, dear. Of course, I'll do what I can to keep things from getting too far out of hand. But until Nuge gets back, things are not going to be the same.
Lady Yuna!
More fiends?
Actually, we've received some unconfirmed reports of trouble brewing in Bavel. It seems a unit of New Yevon's troops have been gearing up for a raid. With Nuge gone, they're hoping to strike quickly and catch us off guard. But don't worry about us. We won't be so easily trapped. We're planning to launch a preemptive strike before they can attack. As soon as our preparations are complete, we move on Bavel.
But you're not even sure they're planning an attack, are you?
In war, victory favors the bold. I must be off. Farewell!
What are you doing?
Well, for one, I'm running reconnaissance on New Yevon. The Praetor's gone. Fiends are on the loose. New Yevon is upside down. Fortunately, security is lax, so even Youth League members like me can walk around in the open.
You there, what are you doing?
Took them long enough. So long.
And then, once you're finished that, you're going to want to talk to Buddy. And once you speak
Looks like
to
News and
Paine,
Barrel
you
I still
should
haven't come
see
back. Now Gipple's
63%.
vanished too. Spears' 3 leading
So-
big shots have all gone AWOL.
And
If I was
realistically,
one of
that's
their
kind of it.
followers,
I
I'd
just
be
let these
pretty worried
cutscenes play.
and scared.
Tension between the two groups is getting volatile. It won't be long before things get very ugly.
And Vegnagun's on the loose. You can bet Shuyin's controlling that thing.
I wonder if Gipple and the others are trying to destroy it.
Who knows? You heard what Barrelai said. Vegnagun activates when it senses hostility. If they try to get near it, it's likely to become even more dangerous.
Oh, nothing makes sense anymore. I mean, just what the heck are we supposed to do?
Nuge spoke to me on the far plane. He told me to take care of things topside. As if it were the simplest thing to do, really. And everything was going so well. At least, that's what I thought. I changed my mind. I want to do something. Nuge asked me to help, and that's what I'll do.
Whack! Alrighty, let's smash that action figure. We'll risk our lives and protect Spira from Vegnagun.
No, I think there has to be something we can do besides fighting.
Like what?
With its leaders gone, Spira's falling apart. Maybe we can bring people back together.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Like, there's nothing really else to talk about. You're just going to put on a concert. And before we do that, we're going to have to go through 2 rounds
Sing
of
campfire
Comspheres.
songs.
Which, like, I'm looking at
That
the
is it.
editing data
All
here.
of Spira will be the
It's
captive of
20
Nuge's
minutes.
secret
It's like 80
dancing.
minutes. There's 80 minutes of cutscenes before we can even move on to
I can handle the tempo stuff.
like the first mission of 2 in chapter 4.
I bet Topher would help.
Where's he now?
The Moonflow.
Gull wings?
Move out!
I began this journey hoping to find you. But I know now that may never happen. Still, I will keep walking these roads. I have to find where they connect. I have to see for myself.
Would you like to check the Comspheres? The sphere waves keep pouring in.
And make sure you speak to Paine as well.
When you fought Sin, everyone came together and sang the hymn of the faith. Remember? I sang too. At the time, my friends were scattered and I was alone. But during the hymn, for just a little while, I felt connected again.
I'll probably commentate on those a little bit more. But that's kind of it for this episode. We'll just let the cutscenes play.
Want to check
Watch
the
what I do.
Comspheres?
Copy what I do if you're playing along. There's not really a lot to say. So I will chat to you guys next time.